Rob, congratulations on your NoGi Worlds win, coming hot on the heels of your ADCC Canada win. So that's very impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel very, very impressive.
You did a really interesting knee bar in that competition against a super. No, you should wear it the whole time.
Oh yeah, there you go. All right.
It might get a little bit scratched. You had a really interesting knee bar in NoGi Worlds against a very legitimate opponent.
Yeah, he was the reigning champion from the previous year, actually, in a weight class above mine. Oh. And he was a really awesome grappler and very aggressive. Like his matches that I got to watch, he kicked the shit out of people. And I always like going up against people who are coming after me because I also face a lot of people who really don't want to do jiu-jitsu with me, especially in IBJJF. There's a lot of advantage and chill, merchants there, and he was not one of those guys. And so I feel like when people come after me, it gives me more opportunity to use my jiu-jitsu. So we were in a situation where I had come up on a sweep, and we were kind of like ish X guard, whatever, and my foot transferred across here, and he started going for that stuff, right? So this is the like matrix style back take, or potentially calf slicer kind of, like this is the sort of thing that potentially he'd be going over, or maybe shooting the leg through and trying to get onto the back. That was the stuff that he was pursuing. And if we can just rotate a little bit this way. So we ended up kind of here like this. So what I ended up doing, and this is just something that has come up a bunch for me when I do leg spaghetti. So if you've got the cutting edge leg locks or the modern leg lock formula, we talk about practicing with your partner in a way where you allow them to entangle your legs a bunch and make a game out of it. So this is a place I've been, probably thousands of times, and I've recognized, had the opportunity to recognize it. And this leg, this is normally something that people don't worry too much about. They feel like this leg is safe. And so what I managed to do was take the tension out of this leg and kind of push it a little bit, and then reach through and capture the kneecap and pull the leg through into a knee bar position. People tend to still feel very, very safe here because this butterfly hook normally allows, like a little bit of extension, allows you to slip your knee back through. However, in this situation, the variant that I've been using, I grip the kneecap itself, and when I grip the kneecap, I slid kind of underneath into base this way. And so now if you go to do that like leg press extension, it doesn't really do anything. So it's a very, I don't want to say it's unorthodox, but it's unusual for most people who play this to feel like their leg is going to be trapped. And so there's a little bit of like lack of awareness there that resulted in the finish being, kind of dramatic. There was a nasty pop. There was a pretty significant injury that happened because as we dropped back, I went to bridge, he slipped his knee through momentarily, and I regained it because of the grip. And then we ended up on our side, and I don't know if this is going to be visible on camera, but my hips are pointed at the side of the knee, so there was a bunch of, like, you can feel it, lateral knee bar pressure, which went from, instead of this, where it's straight on, and like, this sucks, but you've got so much warning that
I can eat it for a while.
You can eat it for a while, whereas the lateral pressure, it just blows your MCL out very quickly, which is unfortunately what happened in the match. So just the scenario, because of the really strong wedge control that comes from having that grip on the kneecap, and my ability to chase the orientation of my hips versus the knee and regain the exposure to the knee, regain a position of control where I can apply instant lateral pressure rather than direct forward pressure, is what allowed me to do this knee bar against somebody who, like, I would venture to guess has been in this situation many, many times and not had to worry about the knee bar. In the conversations that we had, he felt like he was still very safe in that position. So again, just the fact that I've been here so many times, been able to explore the position so many times through the art of leg spaghetti, and the awareness of braking mechanics that I have allowed me to adjust on the fly, again, even against somebody very, very skillful, very talented, huge, much better competition resume than I have. A guy competes all over the place. Was, I think, the #1 IBJJF rated grappler for that year, for that division, et cetera, et cetera. So again, super skillful guy, but I feel like the advantage for me came from having done so much leg spaghetti and just having the knowledge that comes from that, and not just knowledge in terms of like abstract knowledge, but just the feel to be able to adjust on the fly to what he was doing and still put him in significant danger. Just came from like the abstract knowledge of the concepts, but B, the on-the-fly adaptability that comes from playing that leg spaghetti game.
Well, congratulations again, and I hope he heals up quick.
He has. We've been in touch. He's already healed up like quite a bit. I think he is competing at the European Championships. So I was really, really grateful to hear that. I don't want to injure anybody.